Hey guys, what's up? Alright, I had to start this video over. I've gotten about 2 minutes into this video, and then a video I was editing in the background, like, you know, not on screen. When it finished doing what it was doing, it automatically popped up and it messed this video up. So here we go again. Black people turn on Democrats and liberals demanding protest against deportations during the LA riots. Now, before I start the video, I will say that the riots from the 90s, yes, I was alive then. I was born in 1980. That was black people reacting to the Rodney King and what happened to him, which I don't agree with any of that, to be honest. I don't agree with any of it. But also, like, the main thing I remember, it was in a Snoop Dogg Dr. Dre video where dude got hit in the head with a brick and all he was doing was at work. It was a white guy driving a truck and they yanked him out and hit him in the head with a brick and started dancing. Now that right there is some bullshit, because that white guy didn't do nothing. He was at work and just ended up in the middle of the riot like it was just popping off. It wasn't like he just drove there knowing a riot was going on. But anyhow, black people have earned the right to be upset when something like that happened. This right here is illegal, people. They did not build this country. Their ancestors didn't fight in this country. They've done absolutely nothing for this country. They have no right to be tearing up anything at all. I don't care what you say. Let me know if I'm wrong in this video.
Next step now. I'm going out to Lennox.
That's one thing I did say in the other video, because I have seen 2 minutes of this 22-minute video. Maxine Waters, you are an old bag. You and about 5 Republicans and about probably 10 or 20 Democrats. Y'all have been in Congress way too long. Y'all need to get out. You got people getting wheeled in wheelchairs, being told by their aide, you know, the person that wheeled them in, to say yay or nay. So it ain't even that person saying it. It's the person telling them what to say. These elderly people need to be yanked out of Congress right now. They don't know what they're doing. When they got in office, computers had just started being a thing. And it's insane that they are still in office and never got voted out. Tells me something's been going on behind the scenes, cheating the entire time. They suppress who they don't want to become the candidate, and they put all their money into people that will be a rubber stamp. And she is a rubber stamp.
And to Paramount, Watts, and South Central, where they were last night, to see if ICE is back out there.
How about a message for the community?
The community.
She ain't actually mad. She ain't actually upset. And she's going and looking for ICE. So she's trying to find a problem to instigate something. Instead of, why ain't you in Congress at work? Why ain't you doing something worthwhile? Why aren't you doing something to help these people in reality, instead of being out there being part of the issue?
It is, don't be intimidated. Don't be afraid.
Don't listen to her.
Do what we did in the civil rights movement.
Look, these people will never know what you did in the civil rights. And you ride around with your little police people, your little security team. They all got weapons, so you can go out there and say and do whatever you want. Another black man or woman cannot. Neither can a white man or woman. They can't just go around freely. Where a lot of us are not allowed to protect ourselves. We can't carry nothing on us. But you don't even have to carry nothing, because like your driver beside you, I guarantee you he's got something on him. I guarantee it. So don't get your people in trouble.
Get out. Make your voices heard. The more people we're able to engage, the more we can push back on them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Black people in LA, don't get in that mess.
Thank you.
Please do not get in that mess going on in LA. Y'all stay in the house.
That's the last thing you want, black folk. Y'all don't want to be out there, and I hope you're not. And I've already seen some videos where black guys are walking out of a busted door at a gas station, just walking out with armfuls of shit. You're going to sit there and get 30 minutes worth of food that you snatched out the store and walked out the busted window. Y'all just destroy shit. Why? And then you're going to risk going to jail and you think you're doing it for a good reason, but it's all just a setup. They're setting you up, man.
House, y'all get what y'all need to get and sit back and watch, okay? This is their turn. This is their turn.
Yeah.
To get their...
When he says their turn, only thing I can say is what? White women, the gay liberal men, and or the Mexicans. Because he's telling the blacks to stay in, so that only leaves the illegal immigrants and Mexicans to go do all this shit and get their ass caught. And these dumb white women. Oh my God, I can't stand these white women.
Butt kicked out there.
Oh.
It's their turn to get deported. It's their turn to go to jail. It's their turn to get gaffled up.
He said it's their turn to get deported, and I was like, when were black people being deported? But no, he's just saying it's their turn.
Don't let them Democrats,
them Democrats
out there trick y'all into going out there and protecting people that will not protect you.
Nope, not once.
Okay. I know they're gonna get out there, hey, black people, we need your help.
Nope.
This is a civil rights issue. Even though we came over here legally, but still, this is a civil rights issue.
And it's not a civil rights issue at all. It has nothing to do with civil rights. The Democrat Party is nothing but people that are rich as fuck, controlling people that believe in some dumb ideology that is not real. And when it comes down to it, that person you're standing with will not have your back, no matter their color or race. It's just not. And I truly hope black people do not run out there and get in more trouble. I mean, like I said, I seen a video where 2 different black guys walked out of this Circle K that was owned by either Indians or Hispanics. They were one or the other. They wasn't white and they wasn't black. Their store got looted and emptied.
No, it's not y'all issue. Anytime that we go through stuff on this country, them same people will say, pick yourself up by the
Back to the future, huh?
Why y'all always blaming the white man? Why y'all always talking?
Why is it always the white man's fault? If it's so bad where the white man is, why are y'all all moving here? Look at Europe. Look at the United Kingdom. Ain't nothing but blacks and browns moving in there, but yet the white people are so fucking racist. Racist. But you're flooding into their country and destroying it. I am so thankful Donald Trump got in power, and I'm going to shut up for the next 10 minutes. I will not talk until 11:26. I don't know if I can do it.
Talk about racism all the time. Why y'all are not oppressed? I crossed the border in the Rio Grande River with nothing in my pocket, and look at me.
Yeah, because you had to hold it up in the air.
Let them figure it out, man. We ain't got to put the cape on these people at all. Don't say these folks.
Nope.
Don't get your ass out there and get gaffled up by them people.
You will.
The National Guard is not looking for you. They looking for them other folks. Okay? So this is what y'all do, LA. Y'all sit back, chill, sit in your house, have a little barbecue, do your little, your little thing y'all be doing.
Make sure you ain't near the action, though, because you out there having a barbecue in the action, man. They going to roll up on you.
I'm out there on the West Coast. You know what I mean?
Boy.
Okay,
So as the city of Los Angeles continues to burn, to be destroyed by a bunch of foreign invaders waving Mexican flags, we have to talk about some reactions, okay? And particularly the reactions of the black community, okay? Because after the election, I told you guys that there were a lot of black folks, right? Particularly black liberals. I don't think black conservatives cared that much, right? But a lot of black liberals were like, you know what? We're done with the Latinos, right? We're done with you.
And see, this is as far as I got in the video before my other thing kicked off. Yeah, it's at 2:29. That's about right. But no, I didn't know there was anything with the blacks and Mexicans. Now, I had said way back when I'd watched videos where there's like black gangs in Cali, like on site they see a brown Mexican or whatever, they'll shoot. And same from the Hispanic side, if they saw a black man, they shoot. A lot of times, it would just be an innocent victim that was mistaken for one of those gang members. But I had no clue that after this election, that the black Democrats were done with the Latinos that voted for Trump. I had no clue. I didn't know there was a partnership there that they were all supposed to vote one way. I just assumed that blacks stuck with blacks and Mexicans stuck with Mexicans. I didn't know anything about this whole thing he's talking about.
Because Latino men voted for Trump, right? More
So did
Latino
black
men
men.
voted for Trump.
So did black
and
men.
a lot of black liberals felt betrayed. So they say, you know what?
And?
We're sitting it out, right? We're sitting it out. Okay, we're done. Okay. What they call themselves? The 92%, right? The black women said, we're done with this, right? We're not going to be helping anymore. We're not protesting. We're now sitting out of politics, right? We're not getting involved anymore.
Black folks
because
stay home.
when a black woman was on the ballot.
Why would the black people be out? This has nothing to do with black people. This has to do with illegal immigrants. Doesn't matter the color. You can be Haitian, you can be African, you can be Ukrainian, you can be Russian, you can be the whitest white there is. If you're here illegally, get the out.
Right, an alleged black woman who's actually an Indian woman, but when an alleged black woman was on the ballot, you guys decided to vote for Trump, right? You didn't show up, so therefore we're not showing up. Okay, we're not showing up when you need us.
Hey.
Your racism is showing, darling. Riddle me this.
So ICE is done with the Latino community. Who do you think will be next? The next illegal immigrant. The next illegal person has nothing to do with color. The Democrats try to make it out to be about color all the time. So they are the racist party. They are the party of the KKK. Do not forget that. That is what they are. The Republican Party was to stand against it until the Democrats gave out welfare and food stamps and destroyed the black community. Destroyed it.
Why is it always black folk got to bail everybody out all the time? Is it because we had success with the civil rights movement?
Oh, wait. When has the black folk bailed the white people out? When has anyone bailed the white man out? Have y'all not put it together that the straight white male is the most oppressed for the simple fact everyone else gets a hand up? The gay white man, the white woman, the gay black man, the black man. Have y'all ever, when has there been anything just for white men? There's not. That's the one getting left out all the time. Catching all the flack for everything, for colonizing the world, but you don't want to live in any country that ain't colonized. Go to them. Go to Zimbabwe. Go to South Africa. Go there where colonism has left, where the British and all them pulled out. Now, America, originally, they wanted to colonize it. But we, the white man, when they left Europe and came here, they stood against Britain. So we're not part of the colonization. They wanted that, but that's how America was made. We stood against them. And granted, if you don't know, I am part Cherokee. So my ancestors lost their land, had the Trail of Tears, and my ancestors also are the ones that caused it.
Movement that everybody benefited from, but never thanks us or backs us up when we need something.
But who's supposed to thank you when the black people did it, but it was for black people? Who is supposed to be thanking you other than the other black person? Because white people wasn't standing up for it, obviously. It was for blacks, by blacks. So it's like a FUBU. But who was it that has thanked you? Who's supposed to thank you? Mexicans? That doesn't even make sense. I'm sorry. That's confusing.
Get them, Louie. Listen, we have built up hundreds of years
of
PTO.
Nothing. What?
And it rolled over to us from our ancestors.
What you built up? What have you built up? Nothing.
Ancestors, because they didn't take a break. And so we're taking our PTO now.
You know, okay, I got a question. Will you guys please let me know? And I know they're out there. But I've done construction work for 25 years. And in that 25 years of construction work, I've known 2 black electricians. I haven't seen any black plumbers, maybe one, maybe. I mean, and then I worked at the Duke Energy. I worked at a subcontractor of them. Now there was probably 5 or 10 black guys that worked there, and they learned how to do electrical work. But percentage-wise in my whole life, it's been white men and Mexican men building constructions, whether it's bricklaying, whether it's roofing, electrical, plumbing, HVAC. It's usually either white men or Hispanics. And like I said, the one place I worked, there's about 5, 8 black guys. But other than that, there is 2. One of them I sold one of my old trucks to. I wish I'd have never sold it. I miss it to this day. The other, I went to school with at GTCC doing that. And I don't know what happened with him. I don't know if he still does electrical work. But I keep hearing this, oh, the country is built on the backs of blacks. Yeah, and black slave owners owned you. And the black Africans in Africa are the ones that sold you. White people were slaves too. Asians were slaves. Chinese were slaves. Every race has been a slave. It's not just blacks.
Our hundreds of years worth of PTO and FMLA.
But you ain't done nothing. What have you done?
Whatever
what have you done?
We throw at it. We
And you also got hundreds of years of free housing. You've gotten free food stamps. You pay $10 a month for your house. You tear it up, you go get another one, $10 a month. So what is it you're putting into the neighborhood that's so great that you got 100 years of PTO? You yourself, what have you done? Don't say what your ancestors did 150 years ago. What have you done? Nothing. So are you saying all blacks just got PTO because of their ancestors? Is that it? And what the fuck kind of thinking is this?
We rested. Oh. My thing is, why you ain't hollering at the white folk?
Why do you need to?
Why you ain't hollering at the Asian folk? Why you ain't hollering at the
Because you're gullible. Black folk are gullible to the fact they think they're getting something out of it. When in all reality, they're hurting themselves. And that's the thing. This is an American thing versus non-American illegals taking over your country. So that PTO you say you got, they're taking it. They're taking your food stamps, they're taking your housing, they're taking your hoods, they're buying up all your stores. They're doing it as you speak.
Jewish folk. Why the black folks? Why we always we done something wrong because we ain't out in these streets. It ain't safe for us to be out in these streets. So we stay at home
safe for you
and
to
watch
be
the
out in the
sinners
streets.
And straw and.
Can one of you guys tell me it's a good time to be in the streets in the black neighborhoods? I'm talking about the inner cities like LA, Chicago. When is there a good time to be out in the streets?
Tending to our gardens and
what garden?
Walking our dogs on our property, not in these streets. Going to work and bringing our asses back home. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Can't be mad at us for finally taking care of us. Holla at them other folk. Smooches.
This has nothing to do with Americans. This all has to do with people that are not Americans. That's all it has to do with. People that have committed violent crimes, and anyone in their vicinity that happens to be around them when ICE pulls up, if they're illegal, they go too, because they broke the law to come here. Why is it so hard for some of these people to understand that? Even these protesters, how can you take the money they're paying you to go protest to fight against your fucking country? This is insane, man.
Watching what's happening in LA right now as a black woman is like... One of the things, that we kept talking about when the election first went down is that, you know what, this just is not our lesson to learn. It's not our lesson to learn. But I feel like our lesson as black women, I feel like our lesson to learn is how to let other people learn the hard way without intervening.
But when do y'all intervene? I haven't seen anything that black women have done in the last 30 years of my life that I know of. Even the LA riots, that had nothing to do with black women. I didn't know black women were out there marching with signs or whatever. I don't get it. Where is this whole thing of the blacks' responsibility? Nobody's asking for anyone to do anything except for leave.
Because some people just need to learn the motherfucking hard way. And we're witnessing that right now with the fact that the National Guard has been deployed to the streets of Los Angeles.
Does this trigger me because I'm white and I've dealt with all this shit my whole life, as far as everyone else gets a handout, a helping hand, everyone except the white man? If we did that to blacks, it would be an uproar. If only white people get hired here, yep, we gotta have 95%. Y'all want to kick in civil rights? Y'all want to kick in, what is it? What do you call it? Why is it leaving my brain? Equal opportunity or whatever. If that's the case, the NBA needs to be like 90%. They say the country's 75% white. So why is the NBA like 98% black? That don't sound very equal. I think we need to put a bunch of white men in there and take the jobs from all these black guys. You know what I'm saying? Is that equal? Oh, then it matters about merit. Then it matters. Got you.
Against the wishes of the governor. We told these
Who did you tell? Guys, am I missing something? When did y'all tell anyone anything? This must have been a Latino and black discussion, and whites, or this white right here, never heard nothing about no lessons.
In conclusion, I think that is black people, especially the 92%. I feel like that is
what?
Our lesson to learn. Because one thing we have a hard time doing is
learning to
not
vote.
Intervening when we see people clearly about to crash into a tree. We like to step in and save people. But
okay, this is the second. I'm sorry for continuing to pause it, but this is the second black woman talking about saving people. I didn't know black people were out there saving people when they crashing out. I had no clue. But then when they do save them, they say they're the ones being attacked. So they're the victim and the hero at the same time. Is that what we're saying here? I so hope the black conservative perspective, I hope he clears the air for me.
But we can't save these motherfuckers from themselves.
Okay, and I think you're starting to see some of that play out here. Okay, when we talk about these LA riots, which again mostly affect illegal immigrants. Okay, and there's a lot of black people going to the internet and telling black folks, hey, this is not our fight. Okay, do not join in on these riots, these protests. Don't get involved. It's not our fight. Okay, these people aren't really with us. Okay, they're not really, a part of, I guess, our group or whatever. Don't join in. Okay, so again, you have black people again turning on.
And you notice in a lot of the videos of the riots, you know what's there, don't you? Fucking some dumbass white men. And of course, at the beginning of every protest, there is the liberal white woman. And hell no, there ain't one here in the room with me. No, but I'm just pointing. Gotta have the white woman standing in front. I swear on everything, the white woman causes more problems in the world than any other woman. Let me know if I'm wrong.
The Black and Brown Coalition saying, nah, we're not going to be involved with this one, right? We're sitting it out. So without further ado, let's react to it. Because again, this is fascinating stuff.
Now, I know earlier I told you guys about Los Angeles and what was going on, how the Mexicans are rioting. Okay?
Right.
But I just...
Notice he said Mexicans. That not Americans, Mexicans. Because not once in the LA riots did you hear the Africans are rioting. No. So Black people are rioting because they're Americans. So you don't call them Africans. Then that whole thing, I'm sure it was a white woman that come up with African American. Or it was a person that actually just got off the boat from Africa and become American. That's African American. He's not African American, and he's not African American. Because what would I be? Indigenous European American? What the fuck?
Just wanted to inform you guys on what's going on. But I do want to say this to all my African
I got a headache.
American brothers and sisters. I do want to say this.
What?
Okay?
What?
It's not our motherfucking fight, okay?
No one said it was.
Okay, so what?
You got a white Jason mask tattooed on you. But who said it was the blacks or the Africans' fight? Y'all are American citizens. Why would it be your fight? This is about kicking out illegals. Why in the hell are blacks in this? That has nothing to do with it. Color of your skin, nothing to do with it.
What we are going to do is we going to mind our business.
I
because
wish.
At the end of the day,
It's
Mexicans, and I'm just going to be real, most of them
don't fuck with
us.
You.
It is not our
Same
fight.
shit. I just said don't fuck with you. And he said don't fuck with us. And you're right. You're right. They don't. Like I said earlier, damn, I've seen videos from back in the day, but where black gangs and Mexican gangs, they don't click. And that's how I always thought it was. And then supposedly this black Latino Democrat side, they cut ties or something. I didn't know they had ties. I'm done.
Do not try to stick up for these people.
These
Do
people.
not try to work with these people.
What you mean these
They
people?
don't give a fuck about us.
I'm joking, but it's a saying.
And I'm not saying every Latino or every Mexican.
You guys ever seen Tropic Thunder? What you mean, these people? And it's Robert Downey Jr. that's dressed as a black man for a role in a movie, talking to another black man, and the other black guy's like, no, what you mean, these people?
Mexican. Okay, I'm not saying that. But majority, and y'all know. Y'all don't with us. So all I'm saying to my black brothers and sisters, mind our business, okay? We ain't see nothing, and we ain't doing.
Why he whispering and shit? Ain't nobody around him. Why he whispering?
Doing nothing, okay? It is not our fight.
Now, if this was a fight for America, would you stand up? Because then that includes you. But if you're not from America, that's the only ones that are in any kind of threat, is if you're illegal. That's the whole point in ICE. They're immigration enforcement.
We see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles. And again, any violence against police officers should not be accepted. Local authorities can handle that. But remember, a lot of these peaceful protests are being generated.
Just remember, this is the guy that talked for 25 hours straight in Congress, held everybody up, and said absolutely nothing.
Because the President of the United States is sowing chaos.
Look at how peaceful that is, if you're deaf.
I guess these the peaceful riot.
Now you know what happened, or you know what's going to happen. I've already seen where they're actually catching people already. But you know, your cell phone, it pings to a tower. All the FBI's got to do is pull up every cell phone that pings in that area at that time and get the names of the owners, get the addresses, then click, 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 bitch.
He was talking, the protest he was talking about, huh?
Yeah. Why these cops did not stop and arrest every single one of them and throw them in the back of that damn truck is beyond me. Will y'all please tell me in the damn comments, do you think those cops should have stopped and arrested every one of them? Like the first guy that threw that into the window, that truck should have stopped, and every cop get out and arrest every single one of them. And if they're Americans, you go to jail. If they're not Americans, you get deported.
So I guess them was the peaceful protesters, that bald head ass
Booker was talking about, huh?
Yeah.
Every day.
He feel the same way about Cory Booker, dumbass, as I do. Now, I get it. I don't know how to make videos, and I just react to them. But the way the black conservative is reacting to his video is exactly how I feel. I love it. I love it.
Democrats get on here and just lie, bro.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it just don't make no sense. Now,
and that truth is coming out, and it's so great to watch it, because the more protest and the more arguments they try to start, the more the lies get shown, the more the same protesters show up in different states. It's all a rig, and people are starting to notice, so much so you got black guys in the hoods in different states seeing the lies and calling it out, and I love it. I love it.
Now, for you to get on national TV and say they out here doing peaceful protesting when there's videos
you a moron
all over the internet of these burning down shit, burning down cars, breaking into buildings, just got done robbing a store down there in Compton.
That's the one I'm talking about, the one he just said, where they're robbing the store and walking out the store in Compton. It had to be Compton. I don't know for a fact, but anyway, you could tell they were walking out with armfuls of stuff. I wish I could talk to the black conservative and just laugh, because I feel like I'm laughing with him, but he don't know I'm here.
All type of shit, but he gonna get his bald head ass on here and say they down there doing peaceful protest. Like, this the shit I be talking about with the Democrats.
That right there is all the black people need to do. Just stop, put your hands under your arms, and just look at them like you must be dumb. You must be dumb to think I'm falling for that.
Y'all are just full of bullshit, bro. And Trump, handle your business, bro. Keep going, bro.
Kick them, dog.
Deport all them, bro. And if you are a U.S. citizen, and you are down there causing hell, and they arrest your ass, that is your fault.
Good.
Don't cry, okay?
Thank you. See, I ain't seen this video at all, and that man said everything I feel. I don't know why blacks are even being included. If you're American, you're American. If you're not, you're not. And if you're an American down there protesting, your ass deserves to be in jail. You deserve to be in jail for assault, and because there's no telling what could have happened had that rock went through the windshield, hit him, he could have ran over. There's a million things that could have happened. So yeah, you should get all the time, bro. All of it.
Because if you a U.S. citizen, you shouldn't even be down there doing all this. You shouldn't have nothing to worry about. You ain't got nothing to worry about. But that bald head ass gonna sit his ass on here talking about some peaceful protest.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So again, black people are not allowed themselves, or at least some people, right? So again, you know, you're gonna have some black liberal women that are gonna be out here supporting this, right? But you know, black people are not allowing themselves, at least some black people are not allowing themselves to be gaslit, right? They're not allowing themselves to be lied to by the liberal media, the Democrats, talking about this peaceful, right?
Yeah.
Peaceful protest.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying all over the liberal media, right? It's a peaceful protest. It's so peaceful.
So if they lying about that, what else you think they've lied about in the past that a lot of black people ate up and thought it was true? And then it comes out it's truly 100% lie. They lie all the time. That's all the Democrats do.
Right? It's what they said.
Despite the Trump administration's calling the protests lawless, Los Angeles police said Saturday's demonstrations remained peaceful.
Most of the crowds, again, that I saw, that I spoke to, that I was interacting with, these are peaceful people that want to get their message across.
The vast majority of these actions have been peaceful, and that there are lots of folks just trying to...
Why does CNN and MSNBC wonder why their stations are failing? The only people that actually watch CNN and MSNBC are influencers that are going to make a reaction and documentary on how dumb they are, and or it's where at a bar or something they got 10 TVs, one of them's on it, and that's it. That's all the people they got watching. This is ridiculous.
Trying to be heard on the streets in and around LA.
You have a number of, it appears,
my
peaceful
head won't
protesters.
stop
We
hurting.
didn't see any weapons or sticks or anything.
So far, everything here is peaceful. Some peaceful demonstrators.
People are demonstrating, and there's a lot of peaceful demonstration, but there are people that obviously are just upset.
I think that's why I got a headache. I got these earbuds in and hearing this bull crap going into my head. That's what's making my head hurt, all this bull crap.
Why does this situation justify the president bypassing California's governor entirely? Governor Newsom says...
This is okay, first of all, here's the thing, people. This is the United States of America. We're united. We are one. If something happens in one state, our military should respond. It shouldn't be just the National Guard, which is all of our state's people, but the Marines, the Army, the Navy, everyone should roll up. Because this is a country of one. Just because you're in California, you're still part of the United States. Otherwise, we're going to let the ocean eat that place up and just let it turn into nothing but a fucking ocean. Just let it go underwater. It's already burned down. Just let the place go. California is a trash. That's all it is. It's trash.
That the National Guard, at least sending them, is purposely inflaming and will only escalate.
No. The governor is a dumbass. The mayor is a moron. She is so dumb. Oh, whatever her name is, Bass. That's all I can remember is the fish, Bass. That's all I think of. Or Bass, either one. But they're dumb. Did you not just see the wildfires that had no water coming out of the fall? Like, what? What? You're going to go to Ghana?
Escalate tensions there.
Let's remind our viewers that this administration pardoned more than 1,500 people convicted in the January 6th attack.
That was started through the FBI. There was 5,000 FBI agents. They are the one that broke in. They didn't get arrested, of course, because they're the FBI. But they also got people riled up to follow them. But then there's videos of the White House police walking people through the White House. That's not an insurrection, you dummy. You've already been proven wrong on that.
Attack.
Yeah, people not going for that this time around.
No,
like, people are not going for the gaslighting this time around. It ain't happening.
Thank you.
Now, what's crazy is people think that they can come to America illegally and have rights.
Yeah.
That shit doesn't make no damn sense.
That blows my mind. I'm glad he brought that up. That has blown my mind. They keep talking about you should have this and your day in court. No, you're not an American citizen. You don't get those rights. Those rights are in your country. And guess what? Your country don't give that right. So you don't get it here just because you snuck in.
No sense. Y'all bring y'all ass over here,
take up all the welfare,
and then think that you have rights of an American citizen.
You don't.
Which is some bullshit, bro.
That's why the whites, us whites and blacks, we need to come together and kick these motherfuckers out. What y'all think? Please tell me what you think.
And honestly, you know what I mean? I lived in LA for 2 years, so I seen the health care and the Medicare.
Right.
And
they sucking it up. They're like a sponge.
Welfare system. And honestly, hard-working Americans are paying the bill for all these illegal motherfuckers to have health insurance.
Right. And see, this is something, guys, if y'all watched this far into the video, first of all, thank you so much. I'm trying to make it to 50 subscribers. I'm at like 48. But I've thought of this, and I wish there was a way they could implement it. If you work for 25 years, so say you get a job when you're 20 and you work till you're 45, I think you should be able to retire and be able to just live your life as you are. You shouldn't have to work till you're 70, 75. You have no life at that point by the time you get done working. And see, I've worked for almost 30 years. I've worked since I was 16. I'm 40, about to be 45. But all the money I put into the country, it's gone. It's been given out through welfare, food stamps, and all that. Meanwhile, I myself have gotten nothing except for more bills from the IRS saying, hey, 5 years ago, I know we gave you your money back, but somehow it's wrong now and you owe us money. And I'm like, what? What?
insurance, to be able to get welfare, food stamps,
thank you,
child care.
Thank you.
All this shit right here is, we are footing the bill. The people that.
And see, this is the crazy part. White people have been saying that forever. It's gotten to the point now to where the black people are seeing it and saying they're paying the bill for the Mexicans, or all of us basically. But that's the thing. White people have been saying this for 30 years. No one has said a damn word about it. But white people have been paying this the entire time. So has every single black person that has worked. I'm not saying no black people did it. Black people work. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying it's gotten to the point now to where black people are noticing all the money getting taken out of their paychecks is going to support that. Illegals.
People that are actually tax-paying American citizens are footing this motherfucking bill for all these people. And they have the fucking nerve to get mad and have attitudes.
Right, and burn everything down like they built it, even though all they've done is sit back and like a sponge, soak up every single cent coming their way.
And be upset with us for not wanting to continue to foot the bill for they motherfucking ass. Bro, we can barely afford to foot the bill for our goddamn self.
You damn right.
But we are paying the bill for all y'all illegal motherfuckers to be over here and doing whatever the fuck y'all want. Not only are y'all over here illegally making money, y'all illegally not paying taxes. So that means that all this free money that y'all are making, y'all sending this shit back to y'all fucking country, which does not benefit the American people at all. Sorry, but not motherfucking sorry. Bro, y'all got to fucking go. Y'all got to go.
Yeah,
now if you
I'm
come
down
back
with
the
that.
right way, that's perfectly fine. If you come back and you're a tax-paying citizen and all that shit, bro, that's perfectly fine. I have nothing to say about it.
Right, and you need to learn the fucking language. This is a country that speaks English. Doesn't matter your color, black, white, purple, green, you speak English. And for all these Hispanics and foreigners, Africans, all of y'all coming here that can't speak our language, pack your bags, time to go. Go home, learn English. When you're ready, then you can come back.
About that right there. The only thing I am speaking on is illegal motherfuckers that think they have the rights of American citizens, which you do not, bro.
Nope,
and
you
we
don't.
are not finna keep paying the bill for y'all motherfuckers.
We ain't.
Point blank period. I'm not finna keep doing it. Every time I look at my motherfucking paycheck, I got a fucking deduction on my goddamn paycheck that's supporting
right.
y'all motherfucking ass, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. I
Yeah.
stand behind Trump 100% when it comes to these deportations.
And I stand right beside this man, right behind Trump, and right beside that man right there. I stand with them both.
Not an American citizen, if you did not come here legally, if your paperwork
If you're not
is not
paying
correct,
taxes,
your ass need to go.
sending all your money
Straight up and
back
down, you
to
got
another
go, man.
country that can't
Hey,
support itself.
I'm just saying, you know, again, Democrats, you know, like, for example, Jasmine Crockett, they'll make it seem like, oh, deporting illegals is hurting black people. And it's like, no. This is like the best gift.
Yeah, that's helping the black people, getting them out of their neighborhood.
Black people.
Because you know the illegal immigrants, they came, the ones that have gotten here and gotten on Section 8, they're moving into the hoods, taking it from the black people that also need it.
Black folks, only 13% of the population.
Yeah,
only
right.
13%.
Bullshit.
Okay, when it comes to illegal immigration and abortion, okay, these should be the top issues for black folks, right? In regards to
that is crazy. That is the Democratic stance, is that they say that black people should stand up for getting rid of your babies and illegal immigration. Neither one of those help the black community. Neither one.
To deporting the illegals and banning
I'm gonna
abortions.
open my window.
Right, less abortions, less illegals. Those are the main two policies that will provide the most benefit for black people, especially all these so-called black power type of folks. Right? You gotta understand, black people only 13% of the population.
My
But see,
dogs are at
when
the
I say
window.
stuff like that, I don't get
Sorry, I had to open my window for my dogs so they could sniff the fresh air.
credit for it, right? They say, oh, you're a sellout, you're a black conservative, you're against us. And I'm like, bro, all of the policies that I support are pro-black, okay? I mean, they're pro-America, but they're pro-America, which means they're pro-black, right? Pro-America is pro-black. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it's so weird to me when people be like, oh, you black conservative, you sellout. It's like, well, I'm not advocating for black people to be displaced. by others, right? By other people coming into the country illegally, using resources, taxpayer dollars, right? I'm not advocating for that. I'm not advocating for killing black babies.
No.
How am I a sellout, right? But the people who advocate for illegals to come into the country, to displace black folks, to take black jobs, right?
Yeah, they're taking black jobs, they're taking black homes, they're taking businesses that could have been owned by
But
blacks.
y'all talk about the black jobs, okay? They're advocating for black babies to be killed in the womb. Those people are not sellouts, right? They're pro-black. They're fighting.
I don't understand that.
Folks. Again, it doesn't make sense. It's ass backwards.
It is.
At some point, people will realize that these so-called pro-blacks ain't really pro-black. Where is Roland Martin on this, right?
Exactly. Like, I've noticed that, and a lot of blacks are starting to realize this is a 90-10 situation, and the Democrats, they just want to stand against Trump, and they'll be on the 10% side, and that's how so many people are coming to the Republican Party.
Right. Where's Roland Martin? Is Roland Martin in support? Somebody ask Roland Martin real quick. Is he in support of the mass deportations or no? Right? Yes or no? And they'll tell you everything you need to know about how
They'll tell you whatever they're getting paid to say, because they don't care. They just want the paycheck.
quote unquote pro-black he is.
Bro, I am trying my hardest to understand why the ICE protesters, some of them, are going around and waving their country flag.
That's exactly what they want,
won't
too.
Go home.
Don't send us back
You're
to
burning
this
up American
country.
flags and waving your country's flags, but yet you're in America, protesting against ICE. I don't understand it. Go back home.
Thank you.
Deport them all. No
I agree with her
no more.
1,000%.
Seriously.
Ooh, I
And,
know that song. I know that
Governor
song.
Gavin Newsom.
That is the Fugees with Lauryn Hill in the background.
He needs to be arrested. I don't understand it. I really don't. For all you liberals, Democrats, whatever you want to call yourself, if you do not like America, deport yourself or allow ICE to deport you.
Right. You could get $1,000, a free ride home, and a chance to come back. Or stay here, burn stuff that you didn't build down, and then get banned from America for life. Take your pick. If I was you, I'd take that 4-digit paycheck, that $1,000, get on that plane, go back home, and then try to sign up to come back legally.
It's simple. These people are hypocrites too, because Obama deported way more illegal immigrants than Trump.
He deported like over 1 million, but my only question with that is, was he also intentionally letting them come back in to re-deport them to make it seem like he was deporting a lot? It seems to me like Obama decided to deport over 1 million people, but I think a lot of them kept coming right back in through the door, and then he would re-deport them and let them come back in again.
Where was the outrage?
There wasn't any outrage.
Where was the outrage? It doesn't make any sense to me. But I know what I voted for, and I stand with ICE.
Yeah, me too.
Facts.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's talk about these protesters. You have illegals protesting ICE, saying, get out of our city.
And some of them are actually legals that are being paid through, like, the Blue Sky or whatever that shit is.
What? Our city?
It ain't your city.
Belong here.
Exactly.
You have used and abused the American tax dollars.
I so hope, I don't know what I'm going to name this video. I might name it with something we need to continue coming together. I hope blacks and whites come together over this situation, and this links us up, because it'll show that whites, most of us, are not racist towards blacks at all. It's just been pushed that way for so long that it's almost embedded in there that whites are racist, but 99% of us are not. And I hope blacks and whites stand together on this issue, come together as Americans, and kick out these illegals.
And that's why the American people, we're fed up. Retire.
Yeah. Yes.
Take your butt back home.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact,
like, I think my neighbors, I think all of them are legal. Do I know if they're legal? No. But I know they own a business, a staffing agency, but I don't know if all, because there was like 20 of them that moved in. I don't know if all 20 are legal. I know some of them are legal. They do know English. They are trying to make the area better. They voted for Trump all 3 times. But yeah, we're tired of it. We want y'all out of here. Pack your stuff and go. But you're going to tear stuff down first.
Helping these people and have my money go towards the American people?
That blows my mind. Do you remember when it was basically fucking racist to say these people? Because black people would get up in arms talking about, who are you talking about? These people. But now black people can say these people all day long. Not saying anything. I'm just saying it's a funny situation. Because 20, 30 years ago, a white person say these people tearing up the neighborhood, people be all up in arms talking about, what you mean these people? Mean the people tearing up the neighborhood. And now black people, they're to that point. Black people have basically turned in to what the white man was, as far as we're tired of building stuff up for someone to take the extra money and or tear something apart. And I love it. I'm glad.
When I went to Ethiopia, I stayed there for 3 months. If I overstayed my visa,
they'd kick your ass out.
If I didn't run to the embassy to save my butt, assuming that I was just going to just walk the streets like I'm just a normal person, they would have put me in a body bag. So for you to even come to America having riots and protesting
that's already asinine.
I don't understand. This don't make any sense.
It doesn't, because to me, I know I pause this video a lot, but it drives me nuts. Why is even the National Guard having to go there? Why aren't every single one of the people being arrested? Yeah, you got the right to protest. That does not mean block streets off. That does not mean drag refrigerators out. That does not mean set cars on fire. Every single one of the people that were standing there with a phone, holding it up, recording, they should be arrested. They're part of the issue.
And you're rocking your flags. You're holding up your flags. If you're so proud about your company, your country, then go back to your country.
See, we got the same mentality. You got your flag in this country,
it's saying,
then go back.
We don't care if you're here legally, but to come over illegally,
start a
burning
riot,
up our resources, it's just
tear shit
pure
up,
foolishness.
Holding your country's flag, then
every
get
single
the
person
fuck
that's
out.
illegal, get them the hell out of here for real.
Thank you.
Do whatever you have to do to get them out of here. Because I have illegal fatigue. Let's create a new trend here. Illegal fatigue. That's what's going on right
illegal
now.
Fucking degenerate fatigue.
This is ridiculous.
Donald Trump said, hey, Governor Newsom, since you can't keep your citizens safe during these damn ICE riots, I'ma send 2,000 National Guard members to come get on that ass. Hopefully you'll be old scum afterwards. Why are y'all acting like ICE just up and decided to deport people? Donald Trump won the presidency, and not only that, he told y'all what he was going to do.
And not only that, the letters ICE stands for Immigration and Enforcement. I can't think of what the C is, but either way, the word ICE, it's an acronym. It stands for something. It means Immigration Enforcement, but I can't think of the middle letter. But either way, it ain't like ICE just started going against illegal immigration. That is the whole point of them. That's all they're there for.
He even gave illegals the option to self-deport and get a check. If you didn't do that shit, shame on you.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
The thought process here. Do you think causing chaos, committing more crimes is going to keep you in the country?
That's exactly why I said what you're doing, standing out there with your country's flag, tearing up stuff. You are walking right into the trap. That is a trap that has been set. Whether it was set from the governor or it was set from Trump. Either way, it's a trap. They're going to ping your cell phones. They're going to know who you are. And we already got videos of your face where you're talking to someone before you put on the helmet and decide to start throwing rocks at vehicles going by. Oh, yeah, they got you. Yeah. I pointed out in every single video I've seen how people got their cell phones out. Your face is in there. You're going to be caught. You fell right into the trap. That's like LA had a black net under it, and it just pulled the net up, and you done caught them all. Y'all fell into the trap. Y'all fools. You fools.
Did y'all see that one dude circling around that burning car on the motorcycle waving the Mexican flag?
While they said peaceful protest.
Send him right now. Like, how does that fucking help you? You're a fucking arsonist.
Yep.
Also, ICE isn't deporting U.S. citizens. ICE is deporting illegal.
That's one thing CNN keeps saying, well, when will you be next? Not one American has been deported. So what are you talking about?
Why are we acting like ICE is the problem here and not the people who, I don't know, didn't get their citizenship? Didn't get a visa to pull up? They just crawled through the desert or snuck through like a goddamn criminal.
Yeah, and the thing is, CNN, MSNBC, the only people they're talking to is people that they consider are stupid. They say, you're so dumb, you're going to believe that these ICE agents are arresting Americans and throwing them out of the country. That's how dumb they think everyone is that watches their channel. They're showing you their cards. They're sitting there with a deck of cards, holding them in their hand, but all their cards are facing you. They're showing you just how dumb they think you are. Like, when will you be next? They literally are calling you a retard.
ICE is simply a form of accountability for every illegal that decided to come into America illegally.
True.
Keep it up, Donald Trump. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, so you see that, you're that. I don't think the so-called Black and Brown Coalition is going to be participating this time around, right? I don't think that the black is going to show up, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe you'll have some black liberal women out there, right? Maybe some white liberals. Okay, we know the white liberals are going to show up, especially in some of these.
Thank you, my fellow YouTuber. That is what I've been screaming the whole time. I am so tired of white liberal women being in every single protest. Whether it's Gaza, whether it's Hamas, whether it's Palestine, whether it's Ukraine, whether it's about babies or abortion of babies, or if it's against ICE. There is always at least 10 white women standing at the very front of the line. And the thing is, they're sitting here helping start these riots and protests, but they aren't going to be deported because they are Americans. So they're not standing to lose anything. But all the people around them that are illegal, they all take the chance of being deported by standing beside them. Stupid.
These other liberal cities, right? Like the Seattles, the Portlands, the white liberals will be out there. But
and I've said
I think
that
a lot of black folks are going to sit this out, right? They're going to say, hey, this is not our fight. This is not something that we have anything to do with, even if you don't like.
Like I said before, I said Washington, Oregon, and California, all three of those states, and Colorado might as well. But all of the states on the West Coast, the ocean borders, they can all just get washed over by the ocean. They're all trash. The liberals have turned them into shitholes. And sorry for cussing, but that is exactly what they are. And nobody wants to live there, not the people that grown up there, not the homeless people that are there now. No one wants to live in those states. They are trash. They are destroyed. All due to the rich elites. Those are the ones trying to control the country. And it's falling out of their hands. It's fumbling.
Like Trump, hey, it ain't our problem, okay? And we're sitting it out. That is what a lot of people are saying on the internet right now. But again, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's fascinating to see the politics behind all this and how you have some people who insist that the plight of the illegal immigrant is somehow the same or is relatable to the plight of so-called minorities in this.
All right, guys, that right there is the end of this one. I love it. Definitely go check him out, The Black Conservative Perspective. Let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know what you would like for me to react to. I definitely enjoy it. If you're illegal, take your $1,000 and go ahead and hop on a plane and get out of here so you can have the chance to come back legally. That's for all my Hispanics, my Africans, whoever you are. If you're illegal and you happen to see this video, please deport yourself so you can come back legally one day. Otherwise, keep gambling and trying to stay here and get caught and get banned for life. Take it easy, you guys. I will see you on the next one. Stay real.